For over a century, the story of the Americas has been told through a single lens, a tale of ice and land bridges where ancient Siberians crossed the Bering Strait and slowly fanned out across the continents. However, what if this iconic narrative tells only part of the story? What if the roots of American settlement stretch back further, deeper, and across vast oceans? Let's explore the mysterious and extinct Perú tribe of Baja California, who may hold the key to rewriting the foundational myth of the Americas. This tribe of extinct Native Americans lived at the southernmost tip of the Baja California Peninsula, approximately 800 miles from where the peninsula meets the mainland. Surrounded by sea on three sides and desert on the other, the Los Cabos region presented a hostile and arid environment, severely depleted of resources. And like many other Native American tribes who engaged in agriculture, the Perú were hunter-gatherers, relying entirely on the land and sea for sustenance. According to Spanish missionaries who visited the area by the mid-18th century, the Perú tribe had declined in numbers and been absorbed by neighboring groups, largely due to their isolation and the harshness of their environment. Until recently, the prevailing theory was that the Americas were settled by Siberians who migrated across the Bering Land Bridge some 12,000 years ago. However, recent discoveries suggest that other groups may have arrived much earlier via entirely different routes. Isolated at the southern tip of the Baja California Peninsula, the Perú tribe lived in one of the most arid environments imaginable, surrounded by scorching deserts, nutrient-poor soil, and limited freshwater sources. They thrived by living off the ocean, shaping a maritime culture that has left archaeologists and anthropologists with more questions than answers. Today, only whispers of the Perú tribe's story remain. Archaeological findings include skulls with distinct features, fragments of their unique language, haunting cave paintings, and tantalizing genetic clues. These remnants suggest that the Perú were the original indigenous inhabitants of southern Baja California, including areas like Cabo San Lucas. When the first Spanish settlers arrived in the 1530s, they encountered the Perú tribe, noting significant differences between them and other local tribes, including their language and rapid speech. Spanish explorers named the tribe Pericú, which translates to parakeets, due to their unique-sounding language, leading to the modern name Perú. Other tribes in the region referred to them as Edus, meaning people with a different language. The Perú tribe had a unique and unusual language, with only 4 words and 10 place names remaining today. It is unknown whether this was a very ancient remnant language or one that evolved due to prolonged isolation. Initially, their language was thought to be related to that of the Gore tribe, but this theory has become questionable. The Gore tribe's northern neighbors, the Kimi tribe, also referred to both groups as people with a different language, suggesting that the linguistic differences were substantial enough to distinguish them from neighboring tribes. The Perú were exceptional seafarers, one of the few aboriginal groups on the California coast to own watercraft. They used wooden rafts propelled by double-bladed paddles to navigate the waters, allowing them to fish with harpoons and nets and hunt small game like deer with bows and arrows. Unlike their northern counterparts who practiced agriculture, the Perú mastered the art of living off the sea, harvesting fish, shellfish, and marine mammals. Archaeological digs have unearthed ancient fishhooks made of bone, remarkably similar to those found in Japan and Indonesia, dating back as far as 40,000 years ago. This indicates a possible connection or parallel development of maritime technology across vast distances. One of the most compelling theories about the rapid spread of humans across the Americas is the coastal highway hypothesis. This theory suggests that early humans followed a rich corridor of marine resources along the Pacific coastline. During the last ice age, lower sea levels would have exposed more coastline, making it easier to travel by boat. The abundance of resources along the coastline, such as kelp forests, would have facilitated rapid dispersal, allowing small groups to move southward without the need to adapt to harsh inland conditions or glacial barriers. Archaeological evidence from sites like Monte Verde in Chile supports this theory, showing early settlements complete with tools, hearths, and plant remains, suggesting that humans were already living in South America thousands of years before the ice-free corridor in North America would have been passable. Recent genetic research introduces a surprising possibility. Humans entering the Americas may have encountered small, Isolated populations of Denisovans are long-lost relatives who had adapted to survive in the icy wilderness of North America. These cold-adapted hominins, possibly remnants of the ancient Denisovan population that once roamed Siberia and East Asia, could have acted as guides, sharing their survival knowledge, navigation skills, and other expertise. This interaction might explain the unprecedented speed of humanity's expansion across the Americas. Similar to the interactions between Neanderthals and modern humans in Europe, where the exchange of tools, techniques, and genes significantly shaped human evolution. Denisovans in the Americas could have provided the necessary knowledge and technology to facilitate a lightning-fast migration. Genetic studies have uncovered intriguing connections between the Perú tribe and ancient populations in Melanesia and Polynesia. The Peru's long, narrow skulls resemble those of ancient populations in these regions, and their mitochondrial haplogroup D4H3 is notable for its coastline distribution along the Pacific Ocean, from Alaska to California and Tierra del Fuego. This genetic marker supports a coastal migration route for the initial peopling of the New World and has been identified in ancient remains from Alaska, coastal British Columbia, and the interior regions of the Americas, including Anzaquana 12,600-year-old male infant associated with the Clovis culture found in Montana. Additionally, the Yagan tribe of Tierra del Fuego in Patagonia and the Lagoa Santa people of Brazil share morphological and genetic similarities with the Perú tribe, suggesting a close ancestral relationship. This connection hints at complex migration routes and potential interactions with Denisovans along the way, painting a picture of a more intricate and interconnected human migration history than previously imagined. The Perú tribe's ability to thrive in one of the most arid and resource-depleted regions of the Americas speaks volumes about their resilience and adaptability. Their sophisticated maritime technology, including wooden rafts and double-bladed paddles, enabled them to exploit marine resources effectively. Their tools, bows and arrows, blowguns, and atlatls for spear-throwing demonstrate advanced hunting techniques that were crucial for their survival. Despite living in a harsh environment, the Perú developed a rich cultural heritage, evident in their intricate body paint, shell and pearl necklaces, and fiber skirts, which signify a deep sense of identity and community. The story of the Perú tribe challenges the traditional migration narrative and suggests that multiple waves of migration, including maritime routes and interactions with Denisovan populations, contributed to the peopling of the Americas. This alternative theory enriches the Bering Land Bridge hypothesis, proposing that early humans used a combination of land and coastal routes to traverse vast distances quickly. The presence of Denisovans along the Pacific Rim could have provided the technological and survival knowledge necessary for such rapid expansion, allowing modern humans to navigate and thrive in diverse and challenging ecosystems. A final note, arguing that Native Americans don't have any more claim to be native to the Americas than other populations, fails to consider the unique relationship indigenous people have with their lands. This relationship is based on thousands of years of uninterrupted presence, stewardship, and cultural connection. Arguing that Native Americans are native because their ancestors migrated to the Americas is an illogical argument. Ancient migration patterns are part of human history, and virtually every population has moved and settled across different regions over time. What matters is the depth of connection, continuity, and cultural relationship that Native Americans have to their lands. When people question Native American rights to their lands on the basis of ancient migration, they apply a double standard that would never be accepted in Europe or elsewhere. European nations uphold cultural heritage, language, and ancestral rights with pride, and indigenous American rights deserve the same respect. Native Americans have profound, continuous, and culturally specific connections to their lands that go far beyond the simplistic idea of first arrival. The enigmatic Perú tribe of Baja California represents a crucial piece of the puzzle in understanding the complex and multifaceted history of human migration to the Americas. Their unique maritime culture, genetic connections to ancient populations in the Pacific, and possible interactions with Denisovans suggest that the peopling of the Americas was not a single, linear process but rather a series of interconnected migrations influenced by a variety of factors. As ongoing archaeological and genetic research continues to uncover new evidence, the story of the Perú tribe serves as a testament to human ingenuity, resilience, and the intricate web of interactions that have shaped our shared history.